Good afternoon, we're Team 6.4 and for our group project we have chosen the airline industry as it poses many challenges in terms of delivering high quality service. A study done by Truitt and Haynes shows that currently only 43% of those surveyed indicated that quality was average or better. In this presentation we'll be illustrating the keys to success of customer care. We believe that striving for excellence is essential for the future of any company, which is why we focus on Swiss in this presentation and will propose a way to increase their service quality. A brief background about the company. Swiss was formed in 2002 after the bankruptcy of Swiss Air. It owns 82 aircrafts and has over 8,000 employees, almost half of which are in customer care. It is also a member of Star Alliance. This is behind me, you can see an example of a complaint on TripAdvisor. And the main points that the customer complained about were lack of information regarding what to do if flight was missed, no hotel accommodation was provided, there was a large queue with very few attendants to help, there was lack of hot meals provided, and luggage was lost even after assurance that it was on board of the flight. Over here you can see a quote, and my colleagues will later explain how this quote has inspired us with all the ways that we have come up in the presentation. Satisfied employees are the foundation for happy customers.
After our continuation of reading an extensive amount of negative customer feedback relating to the quality and service of Swiss, we decided it is crucial to increase employee satisfaction. We'll be focusing on three main suggestions. Encourage senior management to be much more involved with the employees for direct feedbacks. We will focus more on employee benefits as a drive for motivation. We will incorporate paid mandatory training sessions for all employees. So what are the issues of the employees working at Swiss International Airlines? They have a lack of problem-solving skills on the spot, lack of creativity, lack of sympathy, unskilled and undertrained staff members. An example of this that we have found on TripAdvisor is that Swiss refused to give a refund for a customer who canceled its flight due to terrorist attacks, as well as staff members not showing any sympathy when customers tried to explain themselves, nor did they come up with useful solutions or compensations. We came to the conclusion that our main problem that we will be focusing on for this project is improving customer service, and in conjunction it will boost the level of satisfaction of Swiss airline customers. We will be improving the quality of service through intrinsic and extrinsic motivational techniques for our employees. As explained in our class lectures by Professor Stierend, quality is consistency, which is very important, and only the customer's perception of the quality is relevant. Furthermore, customers' satisfaction ensures loyalty and gives customers a positive brand image of the company. We are very much inspired by Richard Branson and the way he runs the Virgin Company and created his company culture. He believes that employees are the main asset of the company.
In order to improve service quality, we believe that Swiss should embrace the Branson way. This would consist in listening to employees and learn from them. This can be enforced by face-to-face communication or email communication with senior managers. Furthermore, since employees are in contact with customers all the time, they are the ones knowing their needs and wants the best. Our own propositions for improvement of the service quality through senior management involvement are the following. The first one being the step-up method, which consists in employees of all ranks to try out higher positions for a certain period of time. For example, employees to supervisors, supervisors to junior managers. Secondly, the acknowledgement method, which consists in showing more presence during the service and helping out if necessary. Furthermore, managers should give constructive advice and listen to considerations during the job. The third and last method would be the tryout day, which consists in managers trying out the employee's position, for example, flight attendants or check-in attendants, and being supervised by employees themselves. All of these techniques would create a feeling of empowerment amongst employees. This would consequently make them feel more responsible towards Swiss, which would therefore lead to higher willingness of improving the company. Furthermore, they would feel taken care of and part of a family, improving teamwork, and more importantly, increasing the focus on customers. Lastly, it is possible to see that passion and dedication for their job will be improved in parallel with the success of Swiss.
Now we're going to talk about the extrinsic motivation. After research, we came to the conclusion that Swiss does offer their employees discounts, but they don't use the right adaptation system. If a customer now books a flight, and the employee already booked the flight, but the customer books it last minute, on the day where the flight is, the employee is going to lose his spot. We think this system is way better to solve this problem. If the employee books 10 days in advance, he gets a discount of 10%. 9 days in advance, 20%. Until up to 1 day where it's completely free. The only condition that this system can apply is that there are always 20% of the seats available on the plane. Another suggestion would be that Swiss offers a permanent discount of 25% to their employees. Furthermore, Swiss could introduce Miles & More, which they already do for their customers, to their employees, so that they can have 50 extra miles on their Miles & More account with every hour overtime work, for example. Because the employees already have discounts in the suggestion we had before, they could also give those miles to their relatives, give it to their friends, and go on vacation with them. They're going to be much more happy about it, way more relaxed, going to come back way more happy, and raise the customer satisfaction with that.
So far we have heard about both intrinsic and extrinsic motivators to improve employee satisfaction. Now we also want to talk about employee training. Why employee training? Well, we all know that a tree can't grow without its roots. And in the same way, an employee's performance can't be without employee training. We have recently spoken to a flight attendant of Swiss International Airlines, and she has told us that whenever they have training courses, they will have to take off days to attend these. We think that's a bit unfair, and therefore we think that all trainings should be scheduled within the working schedule of a month. But not only that, furthermore, we also think that a very diverse spectrum of trainings would be very beneficial for Swiss International Airlines. How so? Well, for instance, if we offer oenology courses, the flight attendants could explain the wines better to its first-class customers. In the same way, if they take cross-cultural courses, they would know better where the barriers lay between cultures of their original countries. And last but not least, for employees who were with the company for more than 1 year, what we suggest is paid language courses. This would extremely motivate employees, as language courses normally cost a lot of money, and that would benefit both the employee satisfaction as well as the customer service product.
By now you have heard all of the suggestions that we have given. This all may seem too costly, but let's take last year's event as an example. In November of 2015, Lufthansa lost 140 million due to a strike, meaning employee dissatisfaction. Moreover, there was certainly a loss of reliable customers whose plans were disrupted because employees were not valued enough within the company. To conclude, we feel that in order to increase quality of service, Swiss needs to focus on the satisfaction of its employees, as they are the ones who have been lacking in excellency. We believe in Richard Branson's philosophy. The way you treat your employees is the way that they will treat your customers. Thank you very much. We will now follow with showing you the reference list.
Oh